So a few things to think about. Now we talked a little bit about quick stretch, we talked about traction, we talked about rhythmic initiation, okay? Now we're going to talk a little bit about manual contacts and where your hands are, and as well as the amount of resistance that you're giving. Because we know if people deviate from that anterior elevated position as you're trying to get them to move, how do you think most people are going to deviate? What's going to be the common compensation? To go into a forward shoulder, exactly. Okay, so we talked about how much resistance do you give. That was that frustrating answer of appropriate resistance. If I have someone that I'm trying to train to move efficiently into anterior elevation, and his habit pattern is to pull right up into a forward shoulder position, and I come in, and he's a big, strong guy, so I think I can give him a lot of resistance, and I come in and give him too much, so I come in here and say, go ahead and pull up, and I keep working, he's going to pull right into that forward position. Okay, so it's not that he can't do this, it's just that my resistance is too much. Okay, so if you see someone starting to deviate, first think about how much resistance you're giving them. Appropriate resistance gets them to go into the direction that you want efficiently, but not deviating into or out of there. Okay, the other thing to think about with your hands, and I saw this with a couple of people, if someone's starting to come, instead of just going straight up towards that anterior elevated position, and they're starting to come a little bit more forward, look at where your hands are. Okay, so if I rest my hands right on here, right on his superior aspect of his AC joint, and I'm very tight and just making slight contact, he's only got one place to pull up into. So if I say go ahead and pull up, that's the only place he can go, is right into my hands. If I get sloppy with my hands and come in like this and say pull up, he can go right into this part of my hand. I'm giving him tactile cueing by resting my hand on there. So if I say pull up, he's much more likely to pull right into where my hand's contacting him. So if I see that he starts doing that, or someone really has a bias towards going forward, then I'm just going to change my manual contact. Maybe I'm even a little bit more posterior as I say pull up, to just give him one spot to pull into so he's not going to go into that forward shoulder position. Okay? So I want to show you one other thing that we'll practice, and then we'll get into the next position. We talked a lot in the presentation this morning about that combination of isotonics. Okay, so what that looks like is if I do everything we were just doing, and I bring them down here, get them set. Okay, and again, I'm going to start with a concentric. So I want you to go ahead and pull up, keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. Now hold it here. Okay, that's that. What kind of contraction? Is that maintained? Well, he's already been moving, and now I'm just kind of overcoming it. So that's that maintained isotonic. Now let me slowly bring you back down. Let it come down. Let it come down. Let it come down. Good. And pull it back up. Pull up. Good. Hold it. Let me slowly bring it back down. So that's what that combination of isotonics looks like. Not just coming up and relaxing, or coming up and lengthening, but it's that pulling up, holding, and then slowly letting it come back down. Okay? Let's hold off on having you guys practice that until I give you some other things to practice. All right, so that's what I want to show you with the anterior elevation pattern.